Hey y'all, what's up? Eric Johnson back with y'all once again with a little live stream. Just wanted to say good morning. It's Friday. I don't gotta go to work today and I ain't got shit to do. So we're gonna get into some news in the hip hop world going on with your boy Jayceon Taylor. See, I'm using the boy's government name right about now. Jayceon Taylor was out here talking shit about the boy, the Dr. Dre. Now he's backtracking. He's doing the reverse moonwalk when it comes to him talking shit about Dr. Dre, the man who, helped you within your career. You know, dudes like 50 Cent, dudes that was around you helped you, man. Then, this nigga out here talking shit about Dr. Dre. Not to say that Dr. Dre don't have any, weaknesses about himself when it comes to him, being a person within his career. We all go through, trials and tribulations. He got his bad faults just like anybody else. But in the game's case, aka Jayceon Taylor's case, what's up, Doogie Five? For a long time no see, brother. I'm glad you up in here, man. Representing that Kansas City Midwest, baby. That's what's up, bro. Yeah, that nigga Game be lying, man. He lie more than these strippers, man. So I don't know what's up with the boy Jayceon Taylor. God told me to wake up this morning. He was like, Eric, you need to talk about this. And I gotta say, salute to off the cuff radio. King Eric the Great. He was the first person I seen talk about this whole situation. You see everybody in their mama talking about Kiki Palmer's thought ass up here twerking and getting that bump and grind on with Usher. I ain't want to talk about that shit. Basically loving hip hop, storyline gossip with that shit. She's out here thotting it up. She done got a little thicker. She ain't out here twerking like it's the girls going wild video scene anymore. She ain't out here bed witching it up. So she got to get back on her thought shit. So I just feel sorry for the brother that going through that situation with her. I wish the nigga could have handled it behind the scenes though, but some of these niggas just let the pussy control them. But besides that, I just want to thank you for coming into the building, brother. Game act like 50 Dre and M ain't do shit for him. Let him tell it. Yeah, man. That nigga thought he was bigger than the group, man. I think if they stayed together, they would have been a bigger powerhouse. I think G Unit would have stayed together much longer. This nigga Young Buck wouldn't be getting his ass beat up in clubs and shit. Niggas barely look like he's 8 months pregnant. And I did a video about this nigga Young Buck, man, a couple days ago. This nigga Lil Sody done whooped his ass, gave that nigga the KLC special, 10 pieces in the bucket with a biscuit, with the sides and shit. So, that whole situation going on with him, Lil Sody and Afro, man. I did a live stream video about that shit. This nigga Young Buck drunk, acting like a bitch in the club and stuff. So I'm gonna have to get back on this whole ass nigga Jayceon Taylor, aka the game. It's game time, baby. Yeah. Kiki Palmer treating her man like Thomas Dumas on Boondocks. Man, I would have been cut her off, man, like a umbilical cord. Man, I would have cut her off faster than a Georgia Power light bill being overdue. Young Buck do like them Young Bucks, man. I think a whole lot of things would have changed if 50 and Jayceon Taylor didn't have that whole beef situation going on. He could have had his position being stronger with him, just playing his position. You was good, man, in G Unit. You thought you was bigger than the group. You thought you was bigger than 50 Cent at the time when you was out here, making your music. And I ain't gonna take anything from Jayceon Taylor, aka the game. Your nigga is a good rapper, man. He just do shit that just. It's sort of like when Rick Ross be out here starting beefs with niggas and shit. Cause like when you try to put out music, when you try to put controversy around it, you don't really gotta do that, man. If you talented and you got music, niggas gonna fuck with it. You don't gotta be out here, causing mischief, talking out of the side of your neck. You're just doing crazy shit. So I'm getting this news from Eminem .news, epro.com. The game tries to compliment Dr. Dre without apologizing. Says G Unit were him and 50 Cent. No, nigga. G Unit was 50 Cent, Young Buck, Lloyd Banks, and Tony Yayo. You was just a commodity within the group. Yeah, you got in the group when they was having their momentum already up. You just added more power into the battery. So basically, you was just a nigga that was along for the ride. You did contribute to, G Unit though, but G Unit was doing that thing way before you. really G Unit would do their thing way before Young Buck even came into the group with the mixtapes, Beg for Mercy, God's Plan, etc., etc. 50 Cent is the future. They had the whole mixtape game on lock. So this dude jayceon Taylor out here just backtracking. This is the side effects of what happens when niggas just be drinking that peach flavored Ciroc. These niggas get off that dirty Sprite too, these Molly Percocets, and these niggas just trying to be out here apologizing. Like it sort of reminds me like when a bitch try to apologize to a dude that was doing right by them, but they just break up with the dude who's actually bringing something home to the table. But they want to just be out here being with it's sort of like these old bitches out here, these old celebrities. They got a good man at home, they got a perfect marriage, but they just out here just trying to be with the thugs. They trying to be out here with the young dudes. They trying to be out here with the dudes who be getting exposed. They be having a Bobby Valentino exposed videos out here. They be running out of hotel rooms and shit, knowing damn well they doing something strange for a piece of change to pay their rent or their car note. Game ain't been the same since Doctor's Advocate, but his real life shit don't make a nigga want to listen to his music at times. That's what's up, man. That's true, man. I'm not familiar with the Game's discography like that. All I really know is the first album and Doctor's Advocate. I pay attention to him from time to time, but like music wise in his discography, I ain't really been fucking with the Game like that. I'm just telling the truth. He's a good rapper, man. He just starts shit that he can't finish. So that's what basically I have a problem with him. Like, nigga, just put the music out, man. Just don't be out here causing mischiefs. You still talking about 50. Like, come on, man. Like, I just wish them niggas ain't never have no beef, man. It's sort of like when I think, well, nah, them niggas ain't gonna never be cool. Fuck Jaru. But besides that, I think his career would have been way better in certain periods of time if he wasn't starting beefs and shit. And he had like better relationships. Like him getting with Whack 100 was the worst fucking thing he ever did in his career, because Whack 100 is a glazed donut face ass nigga who got buck 50 slashes across his face. This nigga's a hoe. This nigga's an old nigga out here just being on Clubhouse all day, chit chatting and talking like a hoe. He just be pillow talking. What basically these old niggas be doing out here on these Clubhouse and Twitter apps and stuff. Not Rich and let me see. Not Rich and Still Living, one of the best 50 Cent tracks ever where he roasted Game. Game mixtapes was better. Game ain't advanced since back in the day. He mad at 50 for his business moves. He could have had the same thing. Man. He talking about this crazy ass nigga Kanye West did more than Dr. Dre did in his whole entire career. Look at what Kanye West is going through now, man. Look at what Kanye West is going through. Him losing hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars. Him finally getting his Nike deal back. But I think those gates are still closed. They still gonna have that nigga on the leash. They gonna put his ass on probation. See, he was almost cut out the game. Him talking about the Jewish community. Him talking about he was gonna go DEFCON 3 on the Jewish community. It's just certain people that you don't talk about unless you got your power or your weight up. So that nigga just went over the edge and just jumped off the cliff. So, Kanye West, he just out here crazy and shit. So, I'm surprised we ain't seen this nigga on TV running around like Martin Lawrence and shit from back in the day. Whack got the perfect name. Yeah, he do, bro. He's a whack ass motherfucker. Whack is just whack out here, man. Whack ain't doing nothing for nobody. He ain't doing nothing for his so-called artists. Where the fuck this nigga Blueface at, man? Blueface out here getting beat up, getting buck two snaggletooth hood rat bitches pregnant. And apparently this bitch got a couple of charges coming out of Oklahoma, allegedly. Now this chick is pregnant, this Christina Rock chick. This bitch is like a combination of Michael Strahan and false teeth mixed together. So basically this nigga Blueface is fucked, man. This nigga got attempted murder charges on his repertoire on his belt. This nigga out here still trying to relive the glory days of Tatiana. This nigga basically a one-hit wonder out here. He will never be able to accumulate that type of popularity anymore. He just basically out here. It's sort of like being a YouTube personality. Basically, this nigga out here doing celebrity boxing matches and shit. That's how low this nigga Blueface has been, man. So Whack 100 ain't no business, man. Whack 100 ain't no music, man. Whack 100 is just a whack ass motherfucker. Kanye West do say dumb shit, but he's not crazy. He just say stupid shit. Yeah, this nigga is a musical genius. He just out here saying stupid shit. You just need to shut the fuck up and just play its position. Like, you could do more within the black community, knowing damn well you got all the resources, you got all the money to change people's lives. But when you get niggas like that who don't care about where they come from, these niggas basically start smelling their own piss, in the words of Method Man. Shout out to Cal. Blueface more relevant for that song for that snagger to Christina girl than any of his sons. Yeah, man. That nigga fucked up getting her pregnant. Like, you supposed to put a bag over that bitch face and hit her from the back with a condom on. Matter of fact, you supposed to have a whole pack of children mans on when you hit things like that. See, she was cool when she was running track. Like, if you look at before and after pictures of this bitch, like, she was fine, man. Like, I don't know what happened to some of these chicks. It's sort of like I'm trying to think. It's sort of like that chick who run that ADOS group, fucking Yvette Carnell. She was out here looking like a Pebbles replica back in the day. She had her hair done. She was out here looking fine as hell. She was out here fresh like bread. Now these niggas out here wifing these chicks up, and these bitches just basically spoiled milk out here. So, and she already pissed me off with that whole shit that she was doing at the Bojangles Entertainment Awards, aka the BET Awards. I'm telling you, bro, Doogie, bro. Yo, nigga, I had to spray my TV with some fucking Febreze, bro. When I seen that BET Awards and them fucking highlights that they was doing. Nigga, I had to spray my TV. They was stinking up the whole place, man. It was basically a minstrel show for all these clowns out here to be acting stupid. Yeah, she went from a prom queen to a prom fiend, bro. She ain't even go down to a trap queen. At least a trap queen gonna be on her shit, man. Shout out to Fetty Wap, bro. Shit, I'd rather have a trap queen on my team than a prom queen, a prom fiend. See, she was like one of them crackhead extras off New Jack City. I was Miss Prom Queen at my junior high school. Man, that nigga Chris Rock said you went from a prom queen to a motherfucking prom fiend. Oh shit, man! Shout out to Chris Rock, man. I hope he's still recovering from that slap that simple ass nigga Will Smith gave him. But you know, that nigga rode that wave though when he had that slap hurt from around the world though. But fuck all that. Let me get back to this whole ass nigga jayceon Taylor. Um, in a new big interview on Amazon Music, the game looks back at his offensive remarks about Dr. Dre and tries to give him props. Basically, this nigga trying to do the reverse moonwalk. He trying to do the reverse moonwalk. He trying to backtrack from all this shit he was talking about the doctor. See, this nigga butt hurt that he wasn't performing at the Super Bowl. This nigga thought he was going to get that call. See, he thought he was going to get that call. You seen Mary J. Blige. You seen Dr. Dre, of course. You seen Anderson .Paak, Kendrick Lamar. You seen that boy Eminem up there. Then you seen him. You seen him on the other side of the street. Then you seen 50 Cent there. You seen everybody you was supposed to be there. See, if this nigga played his position and went out here just doing stupid shit, he would have been up there at the Super Bowl. He would have had him a nice steady paycheck. He would have had some of his record sales go up a couple of inches. Pause. But this just goes to show you that jayceon Taylor, he just don't know how to play his position. See, he had every ample opportunity to do his thing in this music business. See, this nigga is talented as hell when it comes to spitting them bars and dropping them lyrics, but when it comes to him just beefing with everybody and their mama, he can talk all that shit, but then he just backtrack it. The same shit that he was doing with Jay-Z. Fuck Jay-Z. The same shit he was doing with Joe Budden. He was doing shit with Joe Budden, talking shit about Joe Budden, then he apologized. He was talking shit about Meek Mill, which that really should have been avoided. I could have basically seen them do music together. That whole beef that was going on with him, you know, Meek Mill was just catching L's back to back. You know, not no Drake shit. But this just goes to show you that jayceon Taylor is just a attention whore. He just don't know how to shut the fuck up and just do his music. Game was wild and trying to go at M. That was wild. I don't even listen to him like that, but nah, gang. Yeah, man. He was trying to boost them record sales, man. He was basically doing the Rick Ross. You know, he trying to start some controversy every time the nigga got to put out a new album, man. And I'm a Rick Ross fan. I didn't used to be, but that nigga nice, man. That nigga solid. I just wish him and 50 wasn't beefing though, but you know, they'll always be going back and forth like this nigga Ja Rule, you know, and 50. That Meek Mill beef was pointless, and Game wanted to boost his sales. Yeah, that's what a lot of niggas be doing. They be want to boost their record sales and shit. I mean, you ain't gonna sell records like you used to unless you these big niggas out here, unless you these Drake ass niggas out here, you know, getting that bubblegum Barbie, nail polish on the fingernails. So, you ain't gonna be up there like the big dogs. You only gonna be at a certain position. You can only strike lightning in a bottle a couple of times. And we already know this nigga is just drizzling raindrops out here right about now, man. So it's just crazy, dude. I ain't really heard nothing from this dude ever since that last album he put out in that whole Eminem diss track, which was pure fucking basuda, in my opinion. That's just me. So let me continue reading this shit, man, because I ain't finna be on here all day going back and forth with this nigga jayceon Taylor, aka The Game. See, I'm saying the nigga's government name. This how pissed off this nigga done got me. See, when you get mad, you start saying these rappers' government names. You so used to naming these niggas by their rap names that you just name them their rap names. But yeah, I'm naming this nigga jayceon Taylor. See, this is what your mama named you, and I'm naming you jayceon Taylor. See, I'm just naming you what your mama gave you, bro. So don't get mad at me. Ross fat ass Ken rap. I never fronted on that, but he's still a fraud and a goofy. Dead like me, naming myself Big Meech and using his whole shit in my raps, man. I think he would have been way better off if he broke out the real Rick Ross, man. He would have had all the credibility in the world, because a lot of niggas don't give a fuck about if he's a cop or a correctional officer right now. If you can have a nigga like Gunna out here snitching on people and still making music and still making money, and still having rainbow ratatouille snitch ass niggas out here make music, but still be getting A-Town stumped in the bathroom in Miami when tidy whitey Wrangler on my booty shorts, then where has the game gone? If any nigga can be out here rapping and still be a snitch ass nigga and still have any relevance, why can't these other people? I mean, I don't agree with that shit, because a lot of these niggas lose credibility and they be hoping that they don't get a target on their back when they do stupid shit like that. So, in the words of, in my opinion, The Game just be wild and he say shit. It's sort of like when a girl be drunk in the club, she just be moving around, just doing shit that she never did. Next thing you know, she just slumped over in the seat. Her panties showing, she just assed out. You know, her eyeliner, makeup just all over the place. She just looked like something that just died on the streets. Yeah, this ain't the 90s no more, man. You can't be doing shit like that no more. See, back then when a nigga had beef, they either put that shit on the track and they go back and forth, and it used to be sportsmanlike. It's only a certain period of time when you gonna actually have real beef. It's actually gonna go to gunplay. But now, any of these niggas rap, they going to the guns. They ain't really out here doing it for sport to a certain degree. It's just like the whole fucking Jim Jones and Pusha T situation. I don't know where the fuck that came from. Jim Jones the type of nigga that he just try to stay relevant to keep his name out there. I really never been a Jim Jones fan like that, but I always respected him for being a contributor to, the whole Dipset movement and stuff. So it's just certain things that niggas do out here that you don't expect with him, especially The Game, man. I just don't know, man. I guess them butterfly tattoos ain't, hitting like they used to on his cheekbones and shit. So, a lot of these old niggas that be in the rap game just try to stay relevant. They just try to stay, I don't know, man. Just put out some music or something, man. Just do something different. Just don't be out here wilding, acting like a hoe. Let me just see where this story gonna lead to a little bit more. Let me go back to it. Kanye did more for him than Dre. Also, watch The Game rewriting the G Unit history, putting himself above all the members. He's trying to put himself above all the members. You act like G Unit wasn't popular before you came in there, man. Like, come on now. You signed the Aftermath. You weren't signed the Shady. You weren't signed the G Unit. You was Dre's project, nigga. 50 just did it out of he just did it out of the blessing of Dr. Dre. So really, he gave you a chance to be a part of the team. He gave you a chance to be a part of the crew. Because G Unit was running shit from back in the day, man. And they still got a legacy, which a lot of these groups don't have. So, all these tidbits came up early in the interview and gave the live audience in the studio many opportunities to laugh out loud. Basically, they were laughing at this nigga, man. Game got a butterfly, then a LA hat, and a LA tat, and then a big red circle, man. He do anything to stay. It's sort of like I'm trying to think of this nigga name who used to be down with 50. They got deported. This nigga got deported back to Trinidad or Tobago. One of these foreign niggas that was down with 50. Forgot this nigga name, man. No, it wasn't nah, it wasn't that whole ass nigga 40 Glock. It was fucking hey Doogie, help me in the comment section, man. This nigga used to be down with 50, man. He used to be a part of 50's team from back in the day. I think it'll come back to me, man, cause I'm trying to think of this whole ass nigga name. I probably gotta look it up. Wait a minute. That nigga used to be a part of Domination. The game and Yuck Mouth beef is still hilarious to this day. I ain't even know there was beefing. I always thought this nigga Yuck Mouth been irrelevant out here, man. I ain't really paid attention to this nigga since I got 5 on it, since he been a part of the Loonies and shit. Only time I paid attention to that nigga when the brother Tyreek Nasheed was roasting that nigga's ass. He was talking about he getting his ass beat up and shit in the bay and shit. I'm thinking of Shine, but I know that ain't right. Nah, it ain't Shine. It ain't the brother Shine. Let me look it up, cause the nigga used to be a part of the Domination group. I think he was trying to get Domination down with 50, and they was having that whole beef and shit. Cause on one of the tours, the nigga got to fighting with one of 50's homies and shit. I'm finna look it up, man. Yeah, it ain't Shine. Let me see. Nah, that was at a concert. Then these niggas were throwing chairs at 50, and 50 and this crew was throwing chairs back at him. It was like a couple of years ago. It was like maybe 15, 17 plus years ago. Let me see. Yeah, this nigga got deported. Let me see. Yeah, Bang 'em Up Smurf. Yeah, it was that whole ass nigga. Bang 'em Up Smurf. Bang 'em Smurf. Thank you, man. Cause I so was finna look this shit up, man. I knew the nigga name though, but it just wasn't popping up in my head like that. Yeah, Bang 'em Smurf. This nigga sort of giving me Bang 'em Up Smurf vibes out here. You know, because Bang 'em Smurf was down with G Unit. He was getting the tats. You know, he was hiding the guns and shit. Then next thing you know, him and 50 beefing. You know, 50 was helping this nigga by giving him a percentage of a company that was worth millions of dollars. This dumbass nigga get arrested. He resell the company back to 50 Cent for $10,000. I'm like, nigga, why you do that for? You could have just played your position. 50 gave this nigga a company where the company was worth way more than that, but his percentage was over it was over $1 million. I'm like, nigga, you can't play your position by getting a company worth 1.3 plus $1 million. It was worth way more than that. It would have probably went up if you just shut the fuck up and been quiet. See, but you can't tell these hood niggas nothing, man, when it comes to like basic business. See, if you give them niggas a percentage of a company that's worth millions and millions of dollars, they'll try to resell this shit back to them for a 40 ounce and $50 in a stripper with a BBL to get them a lap dance. So a lot of these niggas just don't need to be in the business, man, when it comes to basically adding up stuff and subtracting stuff and basically multiplying shit. Yep, them beef DVDs did document all that shit. I think I got one of them in my DVD collection, in my room and shit. I gotta look at it though. Yeah, a lot of these niggas don't. A lot of these niggas be biting the hand that feeds them, man. Then they be out here lost and shit. They be out here lost and shit like a hoe on the track and shit. They need they pimp. See, they be having these renegade hoes out here acting all crazy and shit. They be thinking they running some, knowing damn well they be eyeballing the nigga. Then they need they pimp out here to protect them and shit. So basically, this nigga just backtracking like a hoe with the brother Dr. Dre. So we already know this nigga was a hard-headed ass motherfucker. That's why Dre dropped the nigga from Aftermath, man. He couldn't do nothing with him. He was out here causing mischief within the G Unit ranks and shit. He was causing mischief when 50 was out here trying to do business and shit. You can't be fucking up the money, man. It's just like the whole situation with 50 and Hot Rod. We thought this nigga was gonna be something in G Unit. This nigga just fizzled out. Then talking about 50 and slapped that nigga. 50 slapped the shit out that nigga, man. I believe that. This nigga Hot Rod lying in interviews and shit, talking about 50 and slapping. He out here eating 50 cents food and shit on tour. This nigga out here forgetting the lyrics and shit. I I think it was Window Shopper or Wankster. He forgot the lyrics to Wankster on tour and shit. I'm like, nigga, how the fuck you forget the lyrics to Wankster? Like, who does that, dog? You could have at least had some. You supposed to damn rehearse that shit, nigga. Yeah, that one song with Mary J. Blige, Feels. I ain't never heard that song a day in my life, man, because I ain't even know Hot Rod was even down with 50. Only time I heard about that nigga Hot Rod being in, the G Unit repertoire was when he slapped the shit out of Hot Rod on tour and shit. I think it was in London or something when they was on tour. This nigga on stage with 50 performing Wankster. This nigga forget the words. I'm like, you should have had Tony Yayo out there doing this shit or something, man. Like, damn, nigga. How the fuck you forget the words to Wankster, nigga? You been on tour with 50, man. He was building you up to be somebody. This nigga forget the damn words to Wankster. Like, I would have slapped the shit out. I would have slapped the shit out of that nigga on principle for doing some shit like that. Then he eat the nigga 50-cent food, because when you go to these foreign countries, they'll be having the food that niggas be liking. So you gotta have your shit already there for you or your crew and shit. This nigga up here eating club crackers and shit. This nigga up here eating 50 cents food. Next thing you know, this nigga 50 Cent said, "Hey man, where you get them crackers from, nigga? Are those my crackers, nigga? You eat my shit? Slap the shit out there, nigga, man. This was back then when 50 Cent was swole as hell. This nigga was looking like a Terminator cyborg mixed with fucking one of them bodybuilders from back in the Arnold Schwarzenegger years and shit. 50 slapped the shit out that nigga, dog. 50 slapped the shit out that nigga, dude. Hot Rod song with Mary J. Be Easy was dope, but that's all I know. And bro, I remember Rich Homie Coin forgot the words to Biggie, Get Money. They should have had fucking Fabulous out there doing this shit, man. You think a nigga from Brooklyn gonna forget the music and the lyrics to Get money? They should have had me out there, man. You wanna sit more on my living room floor, play Nintendo with Seasonino, pick up the phone, yeah, Papa not home, sex all night, mad head in the morning. Come on, you forget that? You get this country ass nigga Rich Homie Quan to do this shit. That's when I said these niggas are unorthodox in BT. They just get anybody for these hip hop tributes and shit. Y'all gotta get the exact and right people who been a part of the team. Y'all should have had Lil C's out there do the shit. Lil C's would have been out there. He would have killed the shit. Y'all should have had Lil Kim was already out there. Y'all should have had Diddy do the shit or something. Say what you want about Diddy. Diddy ain't that drunk off that Ciroc to forget the lyrics to Get Money. I'm telling you, man, these niggas out here, dude. So basically, I was hollering at Nori a little inebriated, and I said some things that I meant. Basically, this nigga was drunk off the Ciroc. This nigga was drunk off that lean. This nigga was drunk off the Molly and Percocet. See, this is what happens when these niggas mix alcohol and drugs together. Then they get a whiff of pussy. Then these niggas just start feeling like they King Kong and shit. Why the female rap so trash, bro? All these hoes rap about ish. I know they rap about they cats and shit. This why I gotta spray these bitches, man. These hoes are streetwalkers. These hoes are cats. There's only a certain amount of savages out here that's actually making good music. It's only a certain amount of female artists who's out here making music. Shout out to Money Caesar. Shout out to Shay North, Snow the Product. Shout out to fucking Rhapsody. Shout out to MC Light. Hell, I would say shout out to Doja Cat a little bit though, but that bitch crazy. I wouldn't fuck her with a paper bag over her head. If she start acting crazy and just start, calming it down a little bit, then I can give her a little bit of respect. But I don't know, man. Yeah. About 95% of these bitches are irrelevant. They out here just doing the same thing. It's hot girl summer all day for these bitches. But I'm gonna have to spray them bitches with some Febreze, or you know how when you have a cat and you have a spray bottle full of water. This how sometimes you got to do some of these female rappers and shit. You got to spray these bitches with water and shit. Yeah, Doja Cat music fire as fuck. I take her over a lot of female artists nowadays. I take her over the city girls who was out here walking around like dogs in heat. I can't take a bitch seriously when she talking about her coochie pink and her booty hole brown. Like, I don't know. I wouldn't even take that bitch to Pound Town. I take that bitch to divorce court ASAP. No Rocky. But yeah, man, I had to spray these bitches with Febreze, man, when I seen that BET Awards. Cause 85 to 95% of these niggas I don't really know out here. So, and they don't even do BET ciphers no more. A lot of these niggas be embarrassing and exposing themselves on the double XL cipher. So I wouldn't even give these niggas a chance 5 minutes, let alone 5 seconds to do a cipher. So yeah. So basically, this nigga jayceon Taylor was drunk off this rock. He was drunk in love. He was drinking that watermelon like Beyonce. He said that I'm not gonna take it back. I ain't no sucker, but having Dre do anything for your project, anything in your career, touch any part of anything you're doing in life is such a blessing that I shall not ever shit on again. Yes, you is. This nigga gonna be drunk out the Ciroc again. He gonna be talking shit about M. He gonna definitely be talking shit about 50. He definitely gonna be talking shit about Dr. Dre. He gonna be talking shit about his own kids if it's a chance to get him back out here doing his thing. Yep, all that shit is trash. Where are the bars? Where are the lyrics? Where are the MC Lights? Where are the Queen Latifahs? Where are the bosses? Where are the Bahamadia out here? Where are the Missy Elliott's out here? Hell, where are some of the Nicki Minaj's out here? Besides her doing the sexual shit all the time. At least she can make music. At least she got a discography that's solid. A lot of these bitches don't even got one classic album. Yeah, birds of a feather flock together, brother Doogie. Birds of a feather flock together. He said that Dr. Dre did a lot of things in his career, but he don't take what he said back. So basically, you ain't even apologizing to the fullest extent. You ain't even being sincere in your apology, my nigga. You talking all this shit about you. You don't regret talking shit about Dre, but now you on your hands, on your knees, doing something strange for a piece of change, trying to apologize. But you ain't really being sincere with your apology. So I would have basically threw this nigga away like trash a long time ago, man. I would have just let him been out there like Young Buck. At least Game still trying to stay relevant out here, but you know, you trying to get down to that Young Buck level, man. You trying to be out here trying to sell your catalog, to pay your taxes. You basically trying to be out here getting caught up in hotel rooms, in hotel motels, holiday inns with trainees, allegedly. Bullshit. But he just ain't at a certain level of being in a downward spiral. He's getting there though, but he's still up there. But like he just being a part of shit that he don't need to be. He's saying it don't really matter if we ever talk again in life. Like I'm a stand-up Compton LA nigga. It is what it is. I said what I said. I'm not going to backtrack it. Yes, you is. You backtracking it right now, whole ass nigga. It's just that I should have actually gave him more grace for what he actually did, for actually what he did do, and that was actually mentoring me and doing things that nobody else could have done for me in my career. When I was talking on there, I was speaking in terms of what Ye was doing right at the moment, which was life changing for me in the moment last year. And then I based it on Dre's lack, therefore, because I took the business part personal and I should have left it business. But Dre is Dre. Bro, we all know what Dre do. If you knew what Dre do, you shouldn't have said nothing. You should have just, if you had some problems, you should have just kept that in the back of the classroom. You should have kept that behind closed doors. See, a lot of these niggas in this rap game and basically in life itself be pillow talking. They don't know how to shut the fuck up and keep business behind closed doors for everybody else to see. Then these niggas be getting mad when they shit be out there in the mainstream media. They be getting mad when they be having these videos exposing them being somewhere doing something what they ain't supposed to do, in the words of Young Buck, bitch ass nigga. These niggas basically like TMZ. They out here talking all this gangster shit, but when they get caught up into something, TMZ gonna be there, cameras first with microphones out, waiting to see what you're gonna do. He said Kanye did more for his career than Dre ever did. That's a lie. That's a bold-faced lie. What Kanye did is that he put the game on his track Easy and therefore gave a former G-Unit rapper his highest charting song since 2006. Not the highest charting ever. The game's biggest hits, How We Do, number 4, Hate It or Love It, number 9, were both recorded with 50 Cent. Easy peaked at number 49 and didn't do so because of the game. It was a fleeting moment of an echo of success, and now the game relives his comments. He trying to backtrack his comments, trying to look cool at the same time. So basically, he's trying to look like a real nigga and a bitch at the same time. So you out here trying to still keep that cool gangster persona, which already been downgraded, like a nigga not paying his child support on time. Dre found Eminem and let him flourish to be one of the greatest rappers of all time. Eminem found 50 and brought him to Dre and let that nigga go 10 times platinum. and be the greatest nigga that he could be. When it comes to G Unit, I felt like 50 was trying to suppress us and keep us soldiers when I was never a soldier. That is a goddamn lie. Now this nigga lying. It wasn't just about 50 Cent, because if it was just about 50 Cent, he would have put out the Beg for Mercy album. He would have put out Games album. He would have put out Young Buck Straight Out of Cashville album. He wouldn't even put out Lloyd Banks and Hunger for More album. And he wouldn't even put out Tony Yayo's album. So what are you talking about? It wasn't just about 50 Cent. It wasn't just about Jay-Z and State Property. You had fucking Beans, you had the Young Guns, and you had Freeway. You had fucking you had Oskino Sparks, man. All them niggas could have had albums out. It wasn't just about the main dude in the group. It's just like being in Dipset. It wasn't just about Cameron. You had Jules Santana. You had Hell Real. You had fucking 40 Glock. You had fucking you had Jim Jones. You had all types of nigga in that group. It wasn't just about them niggas. At least they was putting out albums and shit with their own groups. You can't say nothing about Game when he had his own so-called team. 50 was putting out these niggas albums. Eminem was putting out dudes albums too. It might have not have worked through all the way with M and some of his artists and shit, but he was putting some of these dudes out, and we actually remember them for their albums, let alone their songs, not just for niggas talking like bitches in these interviews and shit. That song went viral because he was dissing Pete Davidson, not over the Game verses. You right. Yeah, Kanye West was getting in his feelings about Pete Davidson getting his turn with his wife and shit. Hey man, everybody get a turn with Kim Kardashian. Hey, it might be my turn in a couple of years, so I'm just waiting. You know, I ain't waiting on my tippy toes about the shit though. But hey, when it's my turn, it's my turn. You know, Kim Kardashian get tossed up like salad every day, baby. So you should be used to that. If you kissing her in the mouth, nigga, you done taste all types of flavors, Kanye West. So you gonna have to deal with that shit, nigga. Only time I feel sorry for the whole ass nigga is when I feel sorry for those kids, though. They gonna have to grow up knowing that their mother was a whore and that their father was a bitch ass nigga, a musical genius, but a whole ass nigga still at the same damn time. Yeah, Game had Black Wall Street. That's what's up. He could have did something with Black Wall Street. Did he even put any artists out there? Yeah, it's not your girl. It's just your turn. Shit, that bitch just a toss up. That bitch a toss up, man. Just basically dumb hoochie. It's a toss up. Motherfucking Esham and Nodis. Nodis told y'all about these hoes, man. These bitches are a toss up. Chris Brown, these hoes ain't loyal. Bitch better have my money. Rihanna, too rich for the bitch. 50 Cent, too rich for the bitch. Damn. Been telling y'all niggas. Man, motherfuckers been telling y'all about these ladies since the 70s, and y'all niggas still ain't learned. Y'all niggas got the Jordan Poole effect out here, man. Y'all don't know a good woman. Y'all don't know what a good woman is in a hoe. Y'all know what these hoes is out here, but y'all don't know what a good woman is. See, y'all can't get a good woman like Angela Bassett. Y'all got to get a good woman like Kiki Palmer out here shaking that ass like she's at a Jamaican dance hall party, all up on us, bumping and grinding and doing irrelevant shit. See, she was wearing that same shit that Sierra was doing out here. You know, you got simp ass niggas like Russell Wilson out here, you know, wifing up skeleton bone built bitches and shit. But you know, that's that whole ass nigga's wife, and you know, I'm gonna just leave it at that. He gonna have to hold this L. Now, this nigga jayceon Taylor is lying about G Unit. He's saying that 50 was trying to suppress them and keep us like soldiers when I was never a soldier. I didn't put myself in the group. I didn't ask to be in the group. I'm thankful for the opportunity. G Unit were me 50, not so Banks, Buck, or Yayo. Now you lying, nigga. You lying. You lying, nigga. You lying. G Unit wasn't you and 50. G Unit was 50 Cent, Tony Ayo, Lloyd Banks, and Young Buck. Them niggas been around way before you. You wasn't on the G Unit Beg for Mercy album. You wasn't on that album, nigga. You weren't on none of the mixtapes. You weren't at the beginning of the G Unit era, man. Tony Ayo been there since day one. Him and Lloyd Banks and 50. Young Buck came way before then. Talking about it was just you and 50. Nigga, it was barely you in the group. You weren't even there that long, man. He said, but me and 50 together was in the studio and recording. You know what that was. Then Jimmy Iovine would always say some shit like this. Why'd you guys always have to break up like the Beatles, the Black Beatles at 24 to 25 years old? I wasn't thinking about that. I wasn't thinking I wanted to be the nigga to die because he was trying to do to me. We had just did to Murder Inc. So I put two and two together. I was like, I'm not about to get Ja Rule no smoke to Ja because Ja was Drake before Drake. No, he wasn't. Ja Rule was Ja Rule. Ja Rule was Ja Rule. Ja Rule might have been making songs like Drake though, but Drake and Ja Rule are on two different platforms. I'm not the biggest Drake fan though, but I'm not gonna lie on Drake's name. I'm not gonna lie on Drake's name like that. Don't you ever in your goddamn life put Ja Rule on the same level as Drake. I like Ja Rule. He's a solid rapper. He could have had a fabulous career. They still could have been running shit. I think if they didn't have that beef between Murder Inc. and G Unit, I think they could have really did something together. Y'all want to blame 50 Cent for breaking up New York hip hop. New York hip hop was broken up way before that. So y'all niggas were just trying to add more gasoline fuel to the fire. And for jayceon Taylor, aka the Game, to be out here doing songs with these niggas knowing damn well they beefing, you ain't showing your loyalty. Talking about you and 50 Cent with just G Unit. No, nigga. You wasn't in G Unit that long enough to be a main contributor. Yeah, you did some things on, G Unit, but you was basically a nigga in the group that basically wanted to be a solo artist. You thought you was bigger than your britches was, dude. You thought you was bigger than 50 Cent at the time. You weren't selling you weren't selling a lot of records like that before 50, nigga. 50 put you on the map. Dr. Dre put you on the map. That whole persona put you on the map of being part of Aftermath, being affiliated with 50, and being part of the fam, man. So what are you talking about? His little album Drill Mag dropped a year ago and made no noise. He trying to stay in the news. Game just trying to stay relevant. That's what's up, man. He don't have to do that. He already built himself up as a household name. Like when you think of West Coast artists, you always think of dudes like The Game. Think of dudes like fucking Nipsey Hussle, rest in peace. You always think of dudes like Dr. Dre, Eazy-E. Hell, you even think of dudes like Alonzo Williams, who was out here making music and putting West Coast music on the map from the early years in hip hop. So you think about dudes like that, Cypress Hill, West Side Connection, Ice Cube, Dub C, etc., etc. You don't just think about the game like that, dude. Everybody contributed to the West Coast sound, and for this whole ass nigga to be talking about, let me see what this nigga said, cause this just real shitty what this dude is saying. He's saying that I'm thankful to be. He said I'm thankful for the opportunity G Unit. We were in 50, not so Banks Bucket Yayo. He's saying that I didn't ask to be in the group, but he thankful for the opportunity. So you saying you wasn't down to be in the group, but you thankful for the opportunity. Then you talking about G Unit with me and 50, not so Banks Bucket Yayo. But look at this nigga. Check this out. Besides your first album, you had to pay 50 for some of those albums after that because of that G Unit label. You had to put that G Unit label on your albums when you was down. You was down on your luck, nigga, and you and 50 was beefing. You had that whole ass nigga Jimmy Henchman around you, talking about you was doing things, he was the future, etc., etc. See, you thought Jimmy Henchman was gonna put you down and make you relevant. No, nigga, you had a whole machine behind you that was giving you a chance to be something. But nah, dude, you was just out here thinking you was bigger than the world itself. You sold a couple of records, now you think you bigger than the group. You think you bigger than G Unit. You think you bigger than 50. Nah, nigga, it don't work like that. Irv Gotti was a fool too. It ain't all jaw talk taking an L for 50. Yeah, that nigga Irv Gotti was stupid too. See, this nigga thought he was really John Gotti out here. This nigga thought he was really mafioso out here. This nigga really thought he was that street dude. This nigga thought he was really running something. No, nigga, all you was doing was running your mouth out of the industry, running your mouth out of the business. Now, this nigga Irv Gotti is a great producer. For him trying to be a boss, for him trying to be a mogul, no, it's levels to the shit. He said, I was just thinking I wanted to be that nigga to die because what he was trying to do to me, we had just did to Murder Inc. So I put two and two together. I was like, I'm not trying to get Ja Rule no smoke to Ja because Ja Rule was Drake before Drake. He had songs on the radio he was singing, and then 50 was shitting on Ja at the time. We were just young. I was hollering at 50 in LA one time in the club. We were on my side and we exchanged a few words. Nothing violent or anything like that. We both couldn't figure out where the young us went wrong. No, you couldn't figure out where the fuck it went wrong with you and 50. Because 50 was like, I don't know what went wrong with that man. Because we were doing our thing. Then he just started talking shit about people. See, this nigga was just biting the hand that feed him. He was talking shit about Joe Budden. Then he apologized. He was talking shit about Jay-Z. Then he apologized. He was just talking shit about people where he couldn't just back up the words that he was saying. He couldn't cast that check that his ass was talking about. He couldn't just be out here trying to make connections in the music industry, trying to keep his name out there relevant. Cause these niggas was hot as fist grease. Then you put this nigga out on a separate tour because this nigga was hard headed. He didn't want to listen to nobody. He didn't want to play by the rules. He just didn't want to play his position. See, a lot of niggas in this game don't play their position. Not to say that you a bitch. It just goes to show you that everybody got a position to play, and you're gonna get yours when you get yours in this life, good or bad. Yayo said how gaming, yeah, he got Tupac tats on his back and rock with Jimmy Henchman. Yeah, that's what's up, man. You don't know what this nigga want to be. He's basically a Shang Sun character. You don't know if he want to be Easy E. He don't know if he want to be Tupac. He don't know if he want to be Suge Knight. He don't know if he want to be a mixture of Ice Cube. Hell, he don't even know if he want to be a mixture of 50. He said, and then 50 go off because 50 is a real dickhead. Nah, for real. He get back to New York a little time passed, and for some reason he want to bring me up and say this or that. You know, 50, he's a troll. At the end of the day, the older 50 and 50 now, the one that gave us power and for life and all the good shows and all that, he's like a teddy bear. He's cool and we're cool and ain't no drama. Ain't gonna see 50 and whoop his ass at 40 years old. He's got a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Ain't gonna blood walk on it or nothing like that. That's not a bad idea. See, this nigga still talking shit, man. How you gonna try to apologize to people, but you still trying to do your little slick remarks and shit at the same damn time? See, that don't make any sense. If you truly, if you truly feel sorry and you trying to apologize for the mistakes that you did, not only with 50 Cent, not only with the boy M, not only with your people that's what was in your team, then don't be making these slick remarks, man. Just apologize and keep it moving, man. If you would have just talked to Dre behind the scenes instead of trying to blow up the damn spot like the Aftermath album cover from back in the day, then I think it would have been way better for this dude out here, man. Yeah, I know 50's a petty ass nigga, you know. He's still gonna have things that he still care about, but you know, certain things you shouldn't even be worrying about anymore, man. Cause this nigga Dr. Dre did a lot for you, man. And for you to be talking shit about this dude, about him not calling you for the Super Bowl, you made that bed, nigga. So lie in it. My bad, y'all. My damn laptop turned off. I don't know what the hell happened. You know, this technology just not what it used to be. But yeah, man. Let me go on and end this shit and read what this whole ass nigga was saying at the end. He's saying I don't got no. He's saying I don't got no bad blood between 50. I'm not gonna blood walk on this Hollywood Walk of Fame star. He said we were just young and disconnected. A lot of money involved, a lot of ego, and just youth. Biggie and Pac didn't make it out of that. They didn't get to have another sit down. They both died in that. Me and 50 had shootouts, and it could have ended the same way. But by the grace of God, he's alive and I'm alive, and we're here today. Like I said, we were young, egos, and too much money to be passing around. There was no question about the game's flopped Eminem diss track, the Black Sim Shady. Why nobody interested in it anymore, or the game forbade to even touch on the sore topic. And they got a video of this dude from Amazon Music called Bar and Nuggets about an interview of him talking about this shit. So the moral of the story is this nigga Jayceon Taylor is just butthurt about, you know, him not being down with Dr. Dre anymore. And I just hope this dude can just put the past between the past, and he can just stop clenching his butt cheeks together when it comes to him making certain things about, you know, certain people in the industry. Now, this dude is a good rapper. He's a good rapper. He's a legend in my opinion. He just do things that are stupid when it comes to him actually being out here trying to make music. He's out here being amongst Whack 100 lame ass, him trying to be his manager and him handling his business, knowing damn well this nigga couldn't even handle running a popsicle stand, let alone being behind a rapper's back. Now, this dude's supposed to be a big bad blood dude, and he just out here being stupid. He just being on a lower tier level when it comes to him being a rapper. So basically, that's what all I got to say. Shout out to my boy Doogie54 for staying in the building with your boy. And I just want to say shout out to my boy King Eric the Great, Off the Cuff Radio. And thank y'all for coming into the building, man. Like, this shit is just crazy out here with some of these rappers, man. A lot of these niggas don't know how to play their position. A lot of these niggas be looking amongst the stars. See, they be getting them Sailor Moon bright eyes and shit. They be thinking they bigger than the whole team and the whole group. Yeah, you might have something that you bring to the table, but a lot of these niggas just be biting the hand that feeds them. See, a lot of these niggas are so used to eating table food that they ain't used to struggling like they used to. See, when them checks stop coming and they stop being in the limelight, then a lot of these niggas be getting butt hurt and be thinking that they're bigger than when they be basically thinking they're bigger than what they need to be. So a lot of these niggas just don't know how to play their position. But thank y'all for staying in the video. Like, share, comment, subscribe. See, God told me to get up this morning and do this, because basically I would have just been asleep and still trying to get my day started. So yeah. I was just reading the comment section. But yeah, man, thank y'all for being in the video. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Just give me y'all comments in the comment section. I will be giving y'all the latest album I'm going to be uploading to the channel today. So check out my community tab. I just got to figure out what I'm going to be doing. And thank y'all for staying with your boy these past couple of live streams. My views been going up astronomically, and I'm trying to get to 1,100 subscribers. So I might give something away once I get to 1,100 subscribers. And yeah, we're just going to keep the momentum pushing. So yeah, man, thank y'all for looking at the video. Like, share, comment, subscribe. And I will see y'all in the next video. Yeah, man. See you later, Doogie. Y'all go subscribe to Doogie54, man. That boy always putting the music out, man. He be putting music out I never heard of before. So, you know, he always still with the heat. You know, we gotta do a live stream together one day, man. We ain't did one in a long time. Yeah, we gotta do something together one day. We gotta chop it up, homie. So yeah. But yeah, man, thank y'all for being in the video. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and share the video too. Thumbs up the video. Share it with your mama. Share it with your mama, your daddy, your bald-headed granny, your baby mama, your baby mama's baby mama, that chick you messing with on the side. Just share it with everybody, man. Share it with the crackhead across the street. Share it with that whole ass nigga The Game. Share it with that bitch ass nigga Ja Rule. Share it with everybody, man. Share it with even the president. Share it with the president's son who out here smoking crack. Just share it with everybody, man. Trying to get these views up, man. Thank y'all for looking at the video, and I'll see y'all. Peace.